Alrighty, welcome back. Let's get an arm and a leg on our chibi here. This is a short chibi. I think I talked about this a little bit in a previous video. The only difference between the different sizes of chibis, there are 3 sizes, short, medium, and tall, is their heads are always bigger than their bodies. And I think I made his body just a little bit too wide, which might be something that needs to be adjusted later on. But let's go ahead and continue on. Ellipse. Come on. Those two have a color. Control-Shift-C. Select. Turn the fill back off. Stroke paint. And the stroke size, we'll leave it alone. Well, I'm turning it up to 2 for right now. Okay, go to nodes, hit the N, grab those 2, hold down the control key, pull them down. Kind of rounding off, squaring off that bottom a little bit. Hold down the control key, pull these 2 out a little bit to your preference. Now, another weird thing about chibis is arms and legs also go behind torsos when they're facing forward. And we'll see that. We'll see the reason why in a minute, hopefully. E key again. And Control-Shift, try to make a round circle at first. Control-Shift-C. In key. Pull these down a little bit. I want to pull this one down a little bit more. And I want to pull this one out. Now to give this guy some fingers, all you have to do is put some very thin lines through here. We might do that. Now pull these over to kind of flatten off that top. There we go. Chibi body parts are very similar, or very simple. So, I mean, that's just kind of like duh. So it is going to be about right there, and it should hang about down to the waist, so that is correct. Control G those together. Now, I'm going to hold down the control key, select that one, and I am going to Control D to duplicate it. On the duplicate, I'm going to get rid of the stroke. I'll turn the transparency down to about 50, 48, whatever. And then turn it over to about right there. This is going to be an alternative to clipping. I need to turn that one into a corner. Come on. Actually, in the end, I want this darker, not lighter. But lighter is easier to see. Okay, so clipping, which can, like I said before, get annoying. I'll pull that one up a little bit and pull you down a little bit. Because you have no ability to edit the actual clip item that you're using to clip with after it's done. You can edit the item that's being clipped, but you cannot edit the clip item. So that's really annoying. So just like a clip, I'm kind of going to pull this out of bounds. I'm going to select that bottom one. I'm going to duplicate it again, and this time I'm going to get rid of its fill. And I'm going to turn that line size down to about 1.5. No, right there. Now I'm going to go back and darken that guy's fill back in, like I said. I still want the transparency on. Maybe pull this node out a little bit. Which means also pulling these out. And that's just going to be because it's so close to his arm, to his body, it will have a shadow on it. Down here, I'm going to duplicate it, which I just did. Control D. Pull the duplicate down to here. Get rid of the stroke on the duplicate. This time I'm going to make it a little bit more brown. Let's get right on top of it, and then turn the transparency down to about 50. Too much. 65. There we go. Same deal mostly. Duplicate the hand. I'm going to leave the stroke size the same size this time. Actually, it looks kind of better. Yeah, let's go ahead and reduce it down to 1.5 just to see. Now, I want that edge to be darkened on this one, but I don't really want it down here on the hand. Because if I come back and put some fingers in, that'll be a problem. Now right here, let's go ahead and turn you into a corner so we can mess with it for a minute. Yeah. That's a little bit too big of a thumb, but you in just a little bit. Okay. And now we have our one chibi arm. Duplicate it, flip it, drag it over to the other side. Actually, I do want to move them both up a little bit now because I've given him such broad shoulders. That's a problem. So, let's go ahead, go over to our layer section. I want everything over here. Okay, so that's these. And I'm going to hold down the control key and just move them down a little bit. Now that was that one, and that one. No, that one. So I want that one, and that one. Go to node selection. Just grab all of these. Just pull them down. Now for these two. See, I got two different layers there now. It's not going to give. There it is. They're on top of each other. This is kind of exactly what I want. I don't really care about this one, but now pull it over here, click it again to get the rotate, hold down the control key, rotate it over once just to test it. Yeah. Now I probably would make his arms wider or make his chest a little bit narrower. I might probably, yeah, that probably would be a better idea. Just take the whole torso down, leave his shoulders broad, but pull it all in. Maybe pull his waist in a little bit. Do a taper right there and right there. Pull his belt in. But duplicate, flip, drag on over. Come both below. Okay. Yeah, I'm would really... No, I didn't do anything like that. Inkscape gets majorly confused sometimes now. Now see, the biggest problem with doing it this way instead of using a clip, though, is when you want to experiment. I do like that. Bulk his arm up a little bit. But I think I am going to have to shrink down his chest. I mean, it's just too big. Hold down the Control key, pull it over again. I've already paged it down to the bottom. But that does look better, just giving him some little biceps. It makes more sense for him. Selected all the hand, pull it up a little bit. And I like that too. Like I said, I'm not big into chibis, but they are fun. Alright, so let's get... Alright, so let me remember to split my videos into smaller sections. That is the arm section. We need to come... I'm going to come back and put some highlights in here. I'm going to put some highlights up here to give him a little bit more chest. Maybe something across here to suggest some shoulder bones. A little bit of stuff here to accent the abs. But I've got to start cutting my videos down. So we will do the legs, the leg and the foot next. Since this is a short chibi, he gets a single section leg. But since he's also going to get a foot. Alright, I hope you got something out of this. If you did, like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. God bless.